Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to your screens your host for the evening, Chris Martin.
Yay! Welcome everybody to Big Fork Fridays. My name's Chris, and it's a pleasure to have you again on this Friday night, the last Friday night of June 2020. Woo! Before we get started the show, I'd just like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land that we're streaming from and pay our respects to their elders past, present, and future. But thank you so much for joining us at Big Fork Fridays. We've got a hell of a show. I see that there's lots of comments and offers being sent through in the chat, which is excellent. Keep up that energy. We need it throughout the show. I'd love jobs, activities, and locations, even obscure locations that we'll use throughout the show. Tonight, if you've never seen this show before, welcome. It's all improvised, which means we make up on the spot. And if you have seen it before and you're back, well, welcome back. I'm glad we're doing something right to keep you coming back for more. The first half of tonight's show is the mixer. Basically, it's like a theatre sports long form meets short form kind of show where I'll give the players a few little challenges that they have to meet. And the second half we have our woman show, what? And they're doing Sketch Artist, which was a huge smash success last time we did it. We have Rosa Satilli back on our sketches. So good, a little round of applause for Rosa there, the talented Rosa. But enough of my stupid face. Let's get into the show. So I want you to go crazy as we welcome our first half performance to the stage for the mixer. We have Cameron Watson. Yay! Jim, please welcome Jim. Logan.
Yay, Logan.
Mark. Yay. Beck. Yay. Sam. Woo. And Brad. Welcome everyone.
Yay. Oh, Brad!
Are you all ready to kick some comedy butt?
Oh yeah.
All right, sweet. Well, let's start with a fun game called World's Worst. Basically, I'm going to give the performers an offer, and they have to tell me or step forward and show the worst version of that offer. Okay. So for your first one, this one I thought was kind of interesting. In like the 80s and 90s movies, there was that romantic gesture where the guy would have the boombox outside the window. Yeah?
Yep.
I want to see what the world's worst song that could be playing. All right, that's your first offer. The world's worst song that could be the romantic boombox gesture.
In this 5-part series, we will teach you how to learn elementary Spanish. Lesson 1. Hola. Hello.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
What are you gonna call Ghostbusters?
Babe, this is what I really think of you and our love. La cucaracha.
All right.
Spanish cockroach.
Moving on, you all killed that one. This is the world's worst voice message that can be left on your phone.
Hello, this is the cancer clinic, and we're just ringing to give you your test results. They are.
This is your first Spanish lesson delivered by voice. Lesson 1. Hola. Hello.
Congratulations, you've won the lotto. Call us back on 1-800 what to do.
You have 43 messages from your mother.
Just calling about that promotion. You didn't get it.
Any more for that one? We'll move on. All right, world's worst burglar. Am I saying that right? Burglar.
Hamburglar.
The criminal guy. Burglar.
Oh, I thought you said bugler. Well, this might probably...
0 points, Logan.
You said you wanted this one medium rare. I'll just put it in the bun for you and chuck some lettuce on.
yeah.
There you go. Here's your burger.
Someone has come in and stolen all the dust from your apartment.
Ooh, you stole from me 15 years ago, and now that I have died.
I don't know what's happened.
Googler.
All right, screw you all. Moving on, world's worst death promise. That's like a dad on his deathbed being like, "Son, I want you to promise me a world's worst death promise."
Oh, son, before I go, I want you to take my place and die instead of me.
Son, before I go, you can help me with one very important thing. My bottom's itchy.
Son, I want you to promise me that when I die, you'll kill my dog and bury it next to me.
Child of indeterminate gender. Promise me, after I go, delete my browser history, all of it. There's some really terrible stuff there. I do not want to work.
God.
All right, and our last one,
Oh.
the world's worst gun store. World's worst gun store.
We got all the gums you need. We got peppermint. We got juicy fruit.
I order.
We've got all
sure,
the
I
guns
could-
you need. We have super soakers. We have tiny super soakers. We have
Sure,
really big ones.
I could sell you some guns, but how about the gun store?
And scene. Jim, we'll finish with Jim flexing for that one. Us comedians, we feed off energy, so smash that like button and comment and clap away.
Give us your virtual energy.
Improv is enjoy with a nice cold beer, so go get yourself one of those and enjoy the rest of the show. Let's keep Cameron, Mark, Beck, and Logan on the stage for the first scene. Excellent. All right. So this is a party scene. So Mark hosting a party, and Beck, Logan, and Cameron are coming to this party as characters that I'll give them, and you have to try and guess throughout the scenes who they are. Yeah. All right. So close your eyes, Mark. You can't see who they are. All right, Cameron, this is your character.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Beck, this is your character.
Whoops. Up. Move it up a bit. I'm guessing I know the bottom. Up. Yep. Okay.
All right.
That's
And
pretty easy.
last character, Logan, this is your character. Can you see it?
Pull it back.
Yep, okay.
All right, and that's the order that you come in. Please jump off the screens and let's see Mark start his party. Take it away.
Oh, I hope they like these corn chips. They're made out of chickpeas. Oh, I hope they like the ginger beer. It's not real ginger. It's some other weird thing with lots of fiber in it. Oh God, I hope this is a good party.
Ding dong.
Oh, thank
Ding
God
dong.
someone's here. Oh, hello.
Good morning. Yeah. Trust everything to liking. Had a lot of noise from here last night. Howdy it was.
I've told all of my neighbours that there's a party tonight.
Not many people admit to having parties, but I like your honesty.
Well, would you come in? Would you like to come in? Party? I mean,
Just go have a look at the drink station.
Ding
Yeah.
dong.
Hey,
Hey,
yes.
how you
Hello.
doing, Mark?
Good. Hi. How's it going?
Hoping I'm having a whale of a time.
Wow.
Yeah, whale of a time. I'm Beach Daz, bro. I just said I'm Beach Daz, bro. I'm just high as a kite and Beach Daz.
All right. So you're that cartoon character that's on the YouTube.
I just come here for a whale of a time.
Hell of a time.
Ready for it. Bring it on, bro.
There's a fellow over at the drink station who looks really suspicious. I think he needs to chill out. Will you go and help him?
Ooh.
Excuse me, there's somebody coming in behind you. Hi, welcome.
Hi. Hi, Mark. I'm going to do this.
Hi.
I'm going to do it this time. Very soon. Let me quickly check my equipment first. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all there.
Got all your equipment. That's good.
Yeah, no, I'm going to do it this time. You know,
What?
I'm going to do it.
What?
Important stuff. Like, wait, is there more than just a parachute? Should I have something else?
Oh, are you a base jumper?
Ooh.
Mark,
Paratrooper. Yes.
only 9 glasses.
Yes, there's
On the
only
table
3 of
and,
us. Oh, 4 of us.
There were 12. There were 12.
Very good, everyone.
Mark is not
Mark.
going to get this.
I'm
So-
not gonna get
Who was Beck, Mark?
Beck, I don't know, I assume maybe a whale or a...
Very close. A beached whale. She was a beached whale.
Beach
Yes,
Daz, bro.
okay.
Yeah, all the
It's
info
almost
is
like I
there.
told you at the very beginning.
And who was
Liquor inspector or something?
Oh, nearly. Hotel manager inspecting the damage.
Yeah.
And who was Logan?
I really have no idea.
So, Logan was a skydiver who always chickened out at the last second.
Oh,
Kind of.
very close,
Oh.
very close.
Give them all a round of applause. Give them applause. Let's see. All right, Sam and Jim. Jim, you're the
Yeah.
chief. You're the
The
chief of
chief.
police.
Oh,
Yeah.
police. Oh, great.
That's right. Sam, you're his new detective. You're the speed on a new case. And that's it.
What do you got, Sam?
It's a bit of a doozy. We've only found the crime scene, and we've come out with one clue.
One clue. What is it?
One clue. We think the perpetrator of this worn a
Uh-huh.
blue shirt.
Uh-huh. How long you been a detective for, Sam?
I'll admit, Jim, it's been a long road. I tried to get into detective school for quite some time, but I failed on multiple occasions, and I finally made it in.
Me, and the one piece of evidence that you bring to me is that there was a blue shirt involved somewhere.
Yes, that's correct, Jim. There was it may have even been the victim's shirt. He was also wearing a shirt at the time.
Blue shirt this is.
I have no idea.
Can you tell me this? Which one of them was the one that was shot?
The victim.
Yeah. Which one is the victim?
The guy on the.
Which one of these is the victim? And you point to that one despite the fact that the other one is riddled with bullet holes.
Looks more guilty. There's something in his face.
Go on.
It's just the way that his eyebrow up that way, you know. It might be like, you know, the rigor mortis after death that got his face in that weird shape, but like it just looks suspicious.
I knew real detective in you.
And Steve, very. That was also Sam's first ever improv scene online at Big Fork Theatre.
Yay!
A round of applause. Let's get Brad to stage, and I just need 3 or 4 other people. Doesn't matter who's in it. All right, so Brad. All right, so Mark and Logan and Jim and Sam. Doesn't matter. Sam, stay. For your listeners. And you're trying to explain to him how you escaped from the meth gator wrangler, who was an offer that was in the comment. So the meth gator wrangler. Did you escape from the meth gator? You're telling your tale to people who are listening. Take it away.
Oh boy.
Take your time.
The thing about the meth gator is it's a gator on meth, right? So gators themselves are terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
But when they are on meth,
How'd you get away?
Well, started rolling over and over and over. Then he shoved my body into his nest.
Like a bird.
Yeah. But it's sort of underground, underwater, sort of like so I would slowly rot. But it was made entirely of meth pipes.
Wow.
So I realized the only way I could get out was if I pretended.
Do that. I mean, how did you pretend to be meth?
Yeah.
Well, I'm lucky. I've always had a hobby of giving people psychotropic hallucinations. Just
General thing.
What?
Yeah.
Amazing.
yeah, well, like sometimes I'm at a party and I'll peel off a little bit. And I'll say, "Smoke this," and then I'll go get out with people. Get
Can you give some all us?
Yeah. Happy King.
Okay. Here we go. There's some for you. There's some for you. There's some for you. Okay, so it should be hitting it. Oh yeah, it's working. Okay. So what happened was I pretended to be meth, and then the gator would escape when he exhaled.
And see.
Exactly what happened.
Let's get everyone to stage. We're going to do our second Greek game. It's called Sex with Me. I'm going to give them to the players, and they're going to tell them how sex with them is like that offer. So starting off, I want to see sex is like croquet.
Sex with me is like croquet. It takes a long time to get done.
Sex with me is like croquet, enjoyed by the British aristocracy.
Me is like
That was the one.
Sex with me is like croquet. It appears in some versions of Alice in Wonderland.
Sex with me is like croquet. Loops are involved.
Sex with me is like croquet. You need to motion thing.
Sex with me is like renovating a kitchen.
Sex with me is like renovating a kitchen. You generally have to knock a wall down at some point.
Sex is building a kitchen. There's a lot of banging, grinding.
Ooh. Sex with me is like renovating a kitchen. You really should leave it to the professionals.
Sex with me is like financially.
Sex with me is like renovating a kitchen. You watch the leaky sink.
Sex with me is like renovating a kitchen. Started about 6 years ago. It's never quite finished.
All right.
Oh, I got one
Go
more.
on. Oh, you got one more? Let's hear it.
Sex with me is like renovating a kitchen. Still, never.
All right. I like that. Let's leave sex with me on that high. Thank you, Brad. All right. Let's keep Mark and Logan the stage. All right. So Mark and Logan, this is a scene, and it's set at a tiny house caravan park. Whatever that means to you.
You should have really got a bigger place.
I don't know, man. This is really fashionable at the moment, don't you know? Haven't you seen all the style and design magazines?
I can't see any of it 'cause you're in the way of it.
Maybe we should just swap places. Can we
Okay,
swap
then let's just.
places a little bit? Just move a little
Okay,
bit.
then just if I move my
Hang
leg.
on, wait.
around,
If I've got my oh god, fuck.
Oh, God.
Right. Okay. Forget it. Okay, that's too hard.
This is meant to be
How
our
about I just-
honeymoon.
How about I just describe the view to you? I'll just describe the view to you, okay?
Okay, then go for it.
Okay, so I'm looking out the window and I can see and it's nice.
At all?
There's another tiny house over there.
I don't want to hear about tiny house anymore.
But that's all I can see.
Look, look. When we got married, I wanted something more from our honeymoon. I wanted to see the world, not get a close up of your left nipple. Well,
Well, I was going to say. I mean, we did talk about this before in marriage counselling, and it did come up a lot. So, in a way, that's why I booked the tiny house honeymoon. Really, because I thought that's really what you wanted.
I mean, there's something wrong with our marriage if we decided to see a marriage counsellor before we went on our honeymoon.
I told you so many times the rules they weren't going to let us get married unless we did the
Well, maybe we should have thought, why wouldn't they let us get married? Maybe there's something incompatible about us?
What could that possibly be, though? The left nipple is perfect.
Yeah. And look, yeah, and if that was the only thing, it'll be great. But there's the rest of your body around the left nipple and the brain inside the head. Thought this was a good idea for a home.
How dare you? I didn't
And let's get Cameron and Beck to stage. When we have, oh, there he is. This is one of my favorite scenes. This is a famous scene, famous movie that doesn't exist. Now, this is the husband and wife, or the sudden realization scene from the movie. You've heard of the movie Honey, I Blew Up the Kids, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Well, this is the third installment, Honey, I Shrunk the Navy. Take it away.
Madam President,
Oh.
bit of a pickle. You might want to sit down for this.
Okay.
We were and we planned to do it adjacent to the entirety of our navy that just happened to be there to watch. I bumped the shrink ray, and instead of shrinking just a pile of garbage, I shrunk the entire navy. We haven't invented the reverse shrink ray yet.
Oh my God.
I
Again.
know.
Now, point I want to bring up.
Okay.
Madam President in bed. I don't know why you have to keep doing this.
I
Gave me
know.
some money to do an experiment. I didn't say the Navy. I said the Army. The Army. I wanted you to shrink.
Well, that I would. Yes, I understand that, but I've already explained how it happened. I bumped it with my elbow.
Bumped it with the elbow.
We cut to the full-size army and the small navy facing off against each other outside the White House. You army guys think you're so big, eh? Just because you're not shrunken.
No. Technically, I think I'm normal size.
I would say we are normal size.
We are definitely normal size. What happened to you?
You're small.
And scene. Very good. We have one more scene in the first half. Let's get Jim, Sam, and Brad to stage. The last scene in the first half. So this is what we call a teenage endowment scene. Now, Brad is a teenager and he's been at a specific location with doing a specific activity with a specific celebrity. And it is Jim and Sam's job as the parents of Brad to try and give him hints about what the activity, what the location, and who the celebrity was. So, close your eyes, Brad. All right, this is where you were. Can you read all that?
Let me write it down, maybe. Okay.
Sorry, I just gotta.
With this person. All right.
Got it?
Brad. Yep.
All right. Take it away.
Yeah,
Late
okay.
home again. Don't try and sneak in, son.
Oh,
This is the
I'm not
last
sad.
time. Your mother and I.
I thought
Very
you were going to
disappointed in
go
you.
to bed early tonight.
Oh, you think you're so smart being where you were, don't you?
It's almost 8 p.m.
Well, I went to Oxford to study.
Don't try and be
Don't
fancy
try.
English with us. We know you're an American through and through.
Go to no Oxford.
All right. Gosh, I went to Harvard.
Yes, you did go to.
Yes,
You did go to Harvard, didn't you? Ugh.
Yes, I did.
Wait, what's that?
And what do you think you were doing at Harvard?
What's
I
that
was
here?
studying
What's this
law.
Yeah.
What's this
What
here?
is that? What is
That
this?
yellow and red stuff.
Yellow and red. Oh,
And these crumbs on your shirt. What is that?
look, I'm at an age where I'm allowed to eat hot dogs with mustard and sauce.
You
if I
weren't
want
just
to.
eating them, though. You weren't just eating them.
No, you
Well-
weren't. You were indulging.
You're sweating. I
Hey.
can tell.
Hey, I have a need to compete. And if I want to be a competitive hot dog eater, then that's the life I'm going to live.
Well,
And you can't stop me, Dad.
it's not good enough, is it?
No. It's not good enough. Like, what? We didn't raise someone to become just a competitive hot dog eater.
No.
We trained you to eat all sorts of different foods, not just hot dogs.
And we didn't train you to be some kind of sub Keaton pre Clooney joker. We trained you to be hanging out with real men, real like
You think
men
you're
who.
Top Gun, you're not.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. We trained you to be a real maverick. This will be written on your tombstone.
Look,
Yeah.
I've learned a lot about the Church of Scientology.
No, it's not him. It's one of his friends. Isn't it?
He doesn't have any friends, Dad.
One of the friends he had
One
before
of
he
his
got
old
all.
friends.
Yeah.
Before he got all
But
Scientology
you
like.
can't handle the truth.
No. I've run out of movies I know, so I'm outraged.
And scene. We'll leave it there. We need to move on to the second half. All right. So, Brad, where were they?
Harvard, apparently.
They were at Harvard, and what was the activity?
Competitive eating.
It was, but they were doing a world record attempt in hot dogs.
Oh,
And
world record attempt.
who was the celebrity, Brad? Bring it home.
So it wasn't Tom Cruise, and it wasn't Jack Nicholson.
No. The Joker part may have thrown you off, but if it was not Clooney or...
All right, we got to continue.
Kilmer.
It was Val Kilmer. Everyone come to stage. Everyone come to stage in the first half. That is the end of the first half. Give them all your likes and love and smash that like button. Let's say goodbye to Brad. Woo! Let's say goodbye to Sam. First time. Very cool. Yeah. Let's say goodbye to Beck. It was nice to see you again, Beck. Let's say goodbye to Mark. Logan. Goodbye to Jim.
It was nice to see you again, Chris.
Oh, it was lovely. Yeah, thank you. And to Cameron. Thank you very
It's
much.
been a pleasure, Chris.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So apparently we had some streaming issues in the first half with our YouTube, but I hear that's been fixed a little bit. So we're going to continue into the second half. Let's go crazy for our second half players. Taylor.
Woo!
Olivia.
Hello.
Bristol.
Yeah.
Chloe.
Woo!
Claire.
Yeah.
Imogen. And we'll say hello to Rosa, who is our sketch artist. Very good. So they're going to do the woman show, and it's called Sketch Artist. Your location that I've got from the comments is a telephone repair shop. Take it
All right.
away.
Just sharing my screen.
Thanks for having us, Chris. We're gonna pull up the screen sharing to see some wonderful creations from our artist Rosa. All right, so it's a telephone repair shop. Chloe, you're already up there. What would you like to see in this telephone repair shop?
So in the telephone repair shop, I'm seeing a counter, as you would in a telephone repair shop. And there's an in and an out tray on that counter. And the in tray is absolutely stacked of old iPhones, old Samsungs, old iPads, all the brands of phones, absolutely stacked. And there is nothing in the out. So what is this phone technician up to? We have to ask. The mystery there.
Thanks so much, Chloe. And already Rosa is filling up those inboxes. Can we get Crystal? Crystal, what do you want to see in this phone repair shop?
Underneath the desk, we see a box that has all the old USB cables that don't really fit in the new phones anymore. Probably because they couldn't actually manage to fix anything. There's a label on the box that says box needs replacing.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Crystal. There's the box. Oh, looks beautiful. All right. Claire. Claire, come on. Come online. What would you like to see in this telephone repair shop?
I would like to see a big waste bin that's absolutely overflowing with Red Bull cans.
Beautiful. We're getting some great, excellent. Just Red Bull cans?
And a lot of screwed up paper.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Claire. All right. Imogen, come online. What would you like to see in this telephone repair shop?
There on the counter, there's this big old monitor that's been angled away, so people who come in to, get the phone repair can't see it. but there's a reflective surface behind it of like maybe the glass cabinet of all the phone cases, and you can see they are pumping anime. There's not like even an Excel spreadsheet up on there.
I'm gonna draw a reflection of anime.
It's just complete anime.
Anime?
Yep.
I love it. Is that you? Oh, beautiful. Thanks so much, Imogen. All right, Olivia. Whilst Rose is pulling together some.
Oh, I just want to watch
good.
anime. I think that that is a brilliant anime picture, Rosa. I just got to commend you. I think that beside the in and out table, there is a sale bin, and the sale bin is full of broken mobile broadband dongles. All USB, all Telstra branded, and all of them have SIM cards that no longer have credit in them. But you don't have to draw the SIM cards. Maybe? I don't know. Point is, terrible mobile broadband dongles in a bin for sale.
Bin full of dongles.
Bin full of dongles. Interpret that as you will. 50% off.
50% off. Great.
50% off the bin full of dongles. Look, beautiful. That's looking great. And while you're pulling together dongles, 50% off, great. I'd just like to add that on the back of the wall, there's a big banner and it says Gaz's Geek Den. And this is Gaz's Geek Den, the shop. Beautiful. I didn't miss anyone, did I? I think that's all of us. Beautiful. All right. So what we're going to do is Rose is going to keep plodding along on this beautiful picture.
Especially the anime.
I mean, I challenge you to find anything that's anything less than that.
Shit.
So Rose's going to keep doing on that while we're going to start doing some improv, and then we're going to check in with her later, right at the end, to see what happened with that picture. So let's take it away. Thank you, Rosa.
Cute.
I'd like to welcome you all to the first meeting of Anime Club. Today we are talking about the difference between the English dub of Sailor Moon and the Japanese sub of Sailor Moon, and the inconsistencies found between Western audience sensibilities and Eastern audience sensibilities. Thank you.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I had this is so I had no idea that there was people here who actually listen to the English dub. Like, this is just my opinion, but I try not to interact with those people.
Correct.
I mean,
That's the
they're
correct
animals.
decision.
They're animals. They're pigs, really. I don't even know how you can lower yourself.
The school said we can't discriminate against people based on whether or not they prefer sub or dub, but I will always say subs before dubs.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I think I've got the wrong class. I was looking for the dub and sub music sesh, like the dub trance tracks. Is this the wrong class? Because I'm really into, like, you know, my dubstep and dub. I don't Jamaican music. I don't know. I thought this was like where I could really get into my dub. But
do you speak any Japanese?
No.
Oh,
Three doors down to the left.
Not Sugoi, by the way.
No.
Honestly, not kawaii either.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys to it. If anyone wants to join me in the music dub, then it'll probably be more interesting. But
do we have any more questions before we start the yes?
My son said I had to broaden my mind, but I haven't understood a word anybody said so far.
It seems that you're not a real weeaboo. As I'm not going to say I was elected, Gaza as a leader of the anime club, but you gotta, there's a stack of 57 manga to read, and also we have a box set of both Sailor Moon and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It is better than Full Metal Alchemist. There is a difference.
Oh, I didn't even know that. But, actually, though, that's really funny that you brought that up because Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is just the 2012 anime. Fullmetal Alchemist is just like the whole manga system, and like you getting that mixed up makes me feel like you're not really even an anime fan. So like, why are you even the captain? I've said this the entire time. I should be the captain. You don't know jack shit about fuck all about anime.
I would like to counter that by saying I have a collection of samurai swords.
We all have collections of samurai swords.
And scene. We cut to Chloe and Taylor in a museum lab in the year 2050, discovering an artifact they've just discovered. I'm so excited about this. So we've traced it back, we've done all the tests, and we believe we found a genuine Telstra Dongle. I mean, they haven't been heard of since, I think, the year 20-something. I'm going to guess around the year 2000, 2009, on the period, depending on the colour and the style that we can see.
We don't even know what the world was like back then.
No, there's absolutely no record.
How did they contain the entire consciousness of the universe in one single box?
We don't know, especially after the destruction of the cloud, whatever that mystical thing was in 2020,
yes.
roughly after Corona. Yeah.
The cloud parted, and in its wake was a cataclysm. That's all.
That's all we know. So we're presenting a lecture on this tomorrow, so we need to sort of come up with what we think. Yeah, by the way, sorry to drop that one. We're doing that tomorrow, so we need to give them a rough idea of...
You may... Can I just see, have we actually got the... You've led me here to say that there might be a dongle, but then...
Yeah, I have it here.
I have to deliver a lecture on it, but is it here?
Yes, I have it. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here it is, in all its glory.
Oh my gosh. Is it hollow like we've always thought it would be?
Yes.
Don't hit it! Don't hit it! We don't know when the internet will fly out!
It's all right.
Appease the internet. Appease the dongle.
Yeah, we can only dream of what it was used for. Oh, the mysteries. I wish it could speak and tell us. No, nothing.
That was silly. That was stupid.
Yeah, that was... Well, we don't know. We don't know anything since the destruction of the cloud.
That's true.
That's true, but
all right. So we have the dongle.
We have the dongle. We think
now we give a lecture.
Yeah. Yeah. We're giving a lecture on this dongle.
All right.
If only we knew what it was used for.
Well, if no one else knows, then we can just say whatever we like.
That's true.
We cut to the lecture at a prestigious university.
So, welcome. My name is Professor Chloe, and this is Professor Taylor.
Yes.
We're going by first names.
Very modern.
Last names were destroyed when the cloud cataclysm happened.
Yeah, we speak in old speak, so that's kind of our field. Old speak. Yeah. So I just want to acknowledge that we're standing here on the destructed ground of UQ that was destroyed in the Great War of 2020. Just take a moment to remember all those lives. Anyway, moving on. I have here what we believe to be an original Telstra Dongle.
It's so beautiful.
Do you happen to know what they were used for? Professor, whatever your name is, whatever name you go by?
No, tell me.
Oh, well, that's great. Taylor, go for it. Tell her what it was used for.
Sometimes men, they used to be here on the earth.
Oh, before the cloud!
Before the cloud wiped all men. there were men who had lots of feelings.
Emotions.
Yes. Emotions. And sometimes they decided that instead of doing things that you and I would normally do every day, such as feeding the bees,
Feeding the bees, walking your cat, all of those things that people used to do.
We fade to black, and we cut to Crystal and Claire communicating with the new version of the internet through touch. I feel closer than ever before, Claire. I can hear your thoughts.
I can hear yours, and they're a bit cheeky.
Isn't this cool? I'm complimenting you in person, but I'm secretly insulting you.
Yes, I've noticed that.
Oh.
Yes. But it's not much different to what they used to do, you know, smiling and at the same time wondering where to put the knife in. First rib, second rib, third rib.
Hot Russian in your area. Hot Russian in the area. Single women, single weapon.
Oh, Mum, Dad, I'm going to join in. Were you on the internet? Oh my God, what are you thinking about?
Not old enough.
Stop, I'm going to tell. No, you never guess what?
It was hot, wasn't it?
Wasn't it?
Fade to black. Hey, Dr. Jones, I just want to consult with you before I begin I guess a scary portion of my life and health. I'm trying to think, well, I want you to install me with an IV drip with just Red Bull and I never sleep again. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. Let me tell you a story. When I was raiding the Lost Ark, I was like, whoa, damn, I need a refreshment. And you know what I did? I cracked a can of Red Bull and poured it down me. Where I was just like Popeye. So Dr. Jones's IV Red Bull Centre, you come to the right place. So I'm just going to whip it into your veins. So
I love that.
Yeah, so just get your arm up ready and I'm just going to aim.
I go to the doctor and they try to give me an injection without whipping me, and I was like, "What is this? What is this quackery?"
Absolute fools. When I just picked up that monkey trophy and then ran away from that boulder, you know what I had? I had a whip IV of Red Bull straight in the veins. That's all you need. That was the secret to all of my hijinks that I got up to.
Yeah, I've watched all your documentaries. I'm a huge fan.
Documentary, sure. Yeah. Okay. So, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
We cut to Imogen on the Red Bull injection. You can do anything, Imogen.
I can do anything now. What I want to do is I want to see a monkey statue. That's what I want to do.
You can do it.
Hey, Imogen, you haven't left the couch in 3 weeks. I'm a little concerned.
I just want a monkey statue. That's all I want. I want a monkey statue. You know how hard it is to find a modern day monkey statue?
It's just your turn to take the bins out on the flatmate job roster.
Is there a monkey near the bins? No. That fucking Dr. Jonesy took all the monkeys before I could get them.
I'm gonna go get some help. This is beyond me, okay?
We cut to Imogen at the zoo, talking to a zookeeper.
So you're going to help me out here, all right? I know you have bonobos. I know you have like a lot of bonobos. You have like 15 bonobos. You 14 bonobos, 50 bonobos. What's the difference?
I do. Well, usually I wouldn't entertain such a suggestion, but you're incredibly persistent, and my monkey, who keeps coming in and out, seems extremely keen.
Excellent. Okay. One thing before I go, and you'll never see me again, is
I hope not.
You know that scene in James Bond's like Gold Member, and that chick is gold. You know that? I want to do that to
I've
the
rented
monkey.
that.
I want to do that to the monkey.
The less I know, the better. I'll leave you alone.
And scene. We cut to Crystal and Chloe in an office workplace. Hey, Crystal, I just need to speak to you because I gave you that report about a month ago, and I can still see it sat on your desk. It was urgent. It has urgent written on it in big red letters. So when something says that, I mean, I don't want to be the office bitch, but, I really need it.
Well, I know it was urgent, but there's this anime show that's on in 2 hours, and I can't miss it. I mean, it's not going to be on tomorrow, is it?
I know, we all know how fabulous that show is, but seriously, like, it's urgent. And now I have to have a meeting with our boss and explain why it wasn't done. So we need to think of a better excuse than you were watching the anime show. So
we need to think of a better excuse. Did you do the report?
It's your department. It's your department. I am in the department of putting the files on your desk. You're in the department of doing the work. I mean, that's why I get paid more than you, sweetie. So,
what do you do exactly?
I just told you, I'm in charge of taking the files from his office and putting them on your desk. And
we
then
cut
I come
to
back in a week and they're done.
We cut back to the boardroom with these departments and some other departments. Now, there's been a lot of course, the person who's always... Thank you for coming along.
Sorry, I was just cleaning up after somebody's mess, but it's okay.
All right, I'd like to thank all of the heads of the various departments, the department for doing things, department for putting on people's desks, department for mismanagement, and the department for knockoffs at 5. So I've heard that there's a lot of consternation that maybe the division of labour in the company isn't fair.
Excuse me, I think it's more than fair. I mean, these wrists are absolutely exhausted at the end of the day, placing things on people's desks, okay? I don't think my department is lazy at all. I think you need to speak to Crystal especially.
Well,
not naming any names.
I have received a lot of order requests for wristbands, and I was wondering if that was your department.
Well, I think all the other departments will agree with me that they're a very important thing. What do you reckon?
As the head for department of making a good cup of tea, my wrist does get tired after stirring 23 times clockwise and twice counterclockwise. I would like a wristband if I could, please.
All right, well,
I'd second that. I mean, mismanaging thing, it is really hard on your wrists.
Very
it
hard.
really is, yeah.
Yeah, I sympathise, Claire.
Also, I have to spend all day doing really patronising hand movements to justify my pipe. So that is also incredibly exhausting. You know,
Sorry,
I'm
Chloe,
like
can
an
you-
Italian at Christmas here. I really need these wristbands, okay?
Sorry, Chloe, can you just lower the volume of your hands? We're indoors. Thank you.
I'll use my indoor hands. It's fine.
And see. Great work, everyone. Everyone come to stage. Great work. Let's check in with Rosa. How'd you go? What did you finish with in the sketch?
Ooh la la.
Drum roll.
Oh no, Rose is gone.
Is Rosa gone? Oh, here she is.
Sorry, I was on mute. I was talking the whole time. I apologize. I said I really captured the spirit of anime, I feel.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, subtitle is amazing.
Obviously, no dub allowed.
That's so great.
It's the Red Bull medical waste over there, and the genuine ancient Telstra Dongles. You got the whip just casually on the ground. And at a time, I'm not gonna lie.
That is very cool. All right, we'll give Rosa a round of applause.
Well done, Rosa.
Thank everyone.
And let's thank people as they leave the stage in the second half. We had Olivia. Chloe. We had Stool. We had Imogen. We had Claire. And we had Taylor. Goodbye. Thank you so much. That's the end of Big Fox Fridays in June. That's our June edition. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for the sound problems in the first half, but I hope we made up for it in the second half. It's been a pleasure bringing this show to you tonight. We will be back in June. Restrictions, unfortunately, aren't open enough for us to come back and do live improv just yet, unless we'd be doing live improv to 3 people, which would just be a nightmare. So we'll be back here for July. That's the next month. Yeah. But we've been Big Fox Theatre. We do a whole bunch of things. If you're looking for other stuff to keep you creative or be entertained by, we do a podcast called the Get In Your Podcast, which is based off our live sketch show. I think it comes out every second Monday. This Monday is not the one, but there's like 7 episodes out already. So check that out on Podbean. And we'll be up on Apple Podcasts, I believe, soon, or maybe we are already. So whatever your podcast.
They're already on.
They're already on there. Whoa, look at that. Big Fork Theatre also does improv classes. If you watch this tonight and you're like, oh, that looks like a lot of fun, you can do this. We are back in July with some beginner classes. So look on our website for them. We also in person, that's right. And if you're like, oh, maybe I like improv or maybe I don't, we do Discover classes that are free, and they're on for sale now. So the next couple of weekends and a Tuesday coming up, there are some free sessions to see if you want to try it and then come and do a class with us. But apart from that, have a killer weekend. Go and enjoy a beer. I'm now having a, whatever this one is, a Newstead Pale Ale. So enjoy your night. Thank you very much. Have a great one. I've been Chris. Bye.